No, the other one.
It's a Japanese name.
Oh, the other one. Okay, yeah. The Mekis is really good.
It's like a Shiro. Shiro by Yamamoto. Before that.
Let's see. Do I need to have her on answer? I don't know that I need her on here. Let's just see.
I was astounded. A lot of the sushi official and now he was cooking. But we did two cocktails. Yeah, we had some dear friends come 3-4 months ago from Seattle, and they took us, stayed with us for a weekend for the time, and took us to that French restaurant on the highway.
Oh, good. Yeah, so you can come for the. I took it. Oh, that's good. I was going to say, when you're escorting someone, it's like. Oh, but it's not, yeah, it's just instructions. It's not angry. The hard part is, the bringing it doing, running the wire, running the electricity. If you want to move it 5 feet.
3 appetizers, 3 entrees, 3 desserts, and it's like
The last report.
Anyway, the 4 of us, they got a nice glass of
Yeah. So much for protesting capitalism.
You can have that.
So the egg on it was 4, 2 appetizers, 4 entrees, 4 desserts. They spun.
No, they never said
much. We're in the pool actually.
Oh, baby.
And I'm like, $1,000? Yeah. I'm like, we started Arizona. So I do
Seriously, I keep saying it in your house. She's like, oh, it's a right, yeah. Remember, Eric, our friends, they've moved back to Maine. They always wanted
Passwords back to
go with them
the
here.
back
The years went by and we just didn't get a chance. But so it's a good experience, especially.
Usually go to watch.
I mix it up. Something like admin. You live yet?
Yeah. Good to me. I just went on my phone. It looks okay.
Okay.
That looks fine. So yeah, our conversation is recorded. In case you're wondering.
Just check it.
The old one, I'm drawing the blank over the name. It's their last name. This is a very
This you thought.
Yeah, it's not quite, but I did look, I thought it was that way.
Yeah, I agree.
We have the.
Is there a setup?
That's what you do.
Okay, I can have it. Yeah. You're a side.
That's just kind of so.
Yeah.
I go down there and see that just kind of so.
Yeah. Like, you know, I sold out one of the fish station took it out. Two of them really took it out. Maybe for refurbishment or something. Yeah. That may not.
That's the problem.
Yeah, but it's coming back.
Yeah.
The fellow who's
Why would you?
but he said I'm not available for a year. He's not.
Here's the center, here's the center.
He's not gonna wait because all. And so he told me what's going on down there. He goes, oh, obviously, you're cutting short corners. Politics, money, and I said, oh yeah, that's not a new story. They talk about over budget and on schedule.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be over this spring, which I think is going on now. He said,
Yeah, it's also getting more money.
It's, we went and had it like a little. And it kind of, the things that are really great.
Yes. Restaurant down there.
Oh, one that was damaged?
No, one day. This is where that's like. Oh, yeah, these things are the best things that happen. They walk out of it. I always wonder how much you know. Say your voice, and you can hear that.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Oh, the live music.
Yeah.
There were a couple of times where I was on the call. Oh, yeah.
Well, it kind of comes with the territory. I like
That
that.
sounds interesting. Police, drinking, yes. Well, I'm a physical therapist, so I use my hands.
Massage is good.
I work with
No
those.
physical therapy.
No, well, I studied Dr. Janet Bell, who was Kennedy's doctor. And so I do, somebody else work, I dig out the damaged muscles. So my oh, no, but and I still do it, I go to souls and to your place. I can get you my full number.
So is that like, well, did that already happen, or is this a copy?
What problems do you have?
Like,
So that was to the point she's come back here and she's dressed like she's I thought I stopped her to get that because I told her get somebody else.
I think at the beginning, power was not too
Part of it is this right here. If you don't have the master button pushed, nothing goes in.
Yeah.
Nothing. And then these mics are more local mics. They're not so much ambient mics, so you do what they do. They pick up a little bit, but they're not good local mics. Put them far away from sound.
It's working pretty good because we got it over the middle of the book.
Yeah, but I gotta turn it up. Steve asked that much difference. Even when I crank it up, they make that much
Confirmation today.
That's what it is. She sounds like.
He told me to read all of it.
Community is across the road.
Repeat over the bottom.
They're very next to the tiny road that goes up the hill. They're just, they're happy. And then it's happening all down to the cross.
Oh, just words more.
Statues are.
The energy's fine.
She's where you have to turn it, and that's
It's
where I
something,
work.
you know,
It's her place.
We know this stuff. I know this stuff. We see it in writing.
Where the whole
Yes,
has
she's
that.
affirmation.
It's like a hand store. You have to learn how, you know, she does fast, not that, you know. We didn't have to learn
I was born. I knew as a young man all of this stuff. I don't even know that area, but I've been to various sessions, seminars, programs, readings. I'm sitting there, and the little boy's like, "Oh, I'm not the area." I'm like, "I know that." Yeah, I'm like, "Yeah, I understand." I'm like, he passed fairly recently, but in Maui, all his fellow.
She does 12, 26.
No, I know. No, he was a writer, a big family, and just so knowledgeable that he made a life out of teaching life to people. And I heard his name, and I was thinking of it, really helpful with it. And doing his little hospital programs in the afternoon, the TV on, and I hear him, and so I sat down. And turned the microphone on, and he had this quote on Paul on one end, and that was the source. So he's going back and forth, talking about the source, and going to it. And I'm just sitting there going, there's nothing to experience. I knew it's not to sit there going, I know that. I grew up internationally. My father was military, my mother was German. I was born in the U.S. and lived at 6 weeks and went to Germany, and then came back to the U.S. at 18 years. And we lived in Germany for 12 years, and Taiwan, China for 3 years, and Latin America, Panama for 3 years. And traveled. And I'm a great guy. I was a great deal of the ability to see these countries. Very threatened by I never understood. My mother because I wasn't looking at it. And my mother ignored me because she said, Supreme Narcissist. And I got one older sister, devastating abuse. My mother was so it all became about her. And that was the shadows. But I grew up fast. And I slipped up the backbone and said, hey, it's not you. And I've been learning ever since. My father passed, he had a baby, I never knew him. Oh, I'm just doing that to listen to you. I will be. That's funny. I don't know if I told you, these are 50% capacity where it's broke. And these are my doctors, and they're 80 years old, and they had to separate them. But they're ready to be there tomorrow. I'm like, well,
Oh, you're fine, man.
I didn't argue, I'm just like, wow. It's okay. It's only my ears.
Well, welcome to all of you here on Illinois today. I think I know everybody here. I feel like I'm surrounded by friends. It's great. Welcome to all of you that are home watching today. Welcome to the New Thought Sunday reality show. April 26th, 2020. So it's springtime. Can you tell me why trees are so forgiving? Spring. Okay, because every spring they turn over a new leaf. Yeah. Well, things grow fast in the spring. Hard time keeping up with all the yard work. But my gardener quit because his celery wasn't high enough. So. Last week, when spring came, I got so excited that I wet my plants. I'll spare the rest of the time. My name is Stephen Goss. I'm today's facilitator. Today we're featuring Tiare alum, who's going to speak to us on the subject of returning to the I am consciousness of light. And she's also doing the music for today, or the sounds, the cosmic sounds. And later on, she'll also be sharing with us the healing sounds of the bowls. So I'd like to give thanks to the extra volunteers who showed up today to fill in the ranks. I really appreciate that to help set up, and for the people doing the video and the sound today. It's something we couldn't do without. So after service today, we are having a potluck. I'll forget that one. And I can't help it, but it's springtime and I'm wearing sandals, but what kind of shoes do frogs wear in the spring? Any guesses? Oh,
Suction cups.
open-toed. Oh, I guess that's enough. Now let's take the time to go within. In this age of technology, and I've been overwhelmed with it in the last few days, from keeping the internet, fixing the internet going, and telephones and computers. Anyways, everything says anything works better when you unplug it for a while, which is true. You unplug your phone, even the refrigerator these days. So I invite you to unplug your mind now. So if you want to relax more, just let it go. Give up worries and anxieties. There is that saying that when one or more of us are gathered in His name, it makes a lot more power for the group. So join with me in this group of letting go, to feel connected right here, right now, in this room. So just stay alert and comfortable, and welcome this moment to take time off from thinking. So if you'll close your eyes, now you can imagine you're out on a small sailboat up in the mountains somewhere on a pristine lake, surrounded by beautiful forest, very calm and quiet. It's very nice, peaceful, but you would like a little wind to fill your sails so you could glide across the water just for the fun. Now let's all take a deep breath in and hold it for just a second. And as you do, look for any hidden tensions, stresses, and worries that you've been carrying in your mind and body. Try to gather them up. See them come together. Now blow out a big breath, blowing all those bag of worries out. That fills up the sail. And now you're moving across this immaculate lake of peace. It feels like you're home, that you belong here. It's who you are. Can you see your reflection in the water, in the sky, and in the trees everywhere? And then you realize it really is all you. This knowing, this feeling is yours, and you can experience it at any time you want. Just think of this place, this connected feeling. Maybe put down a pin in your mental GPS so you can come back anytime. But stay here in that quiet space for just a few more seconds, and then we'll come back to the room. It's good to have you all back. Welcome the newcomers, just in time, but you missed all the jokes. Maybe lucky for you. What's up about New Thought? New Thought is, to me, is like a tree with many branches. And this particular branch of New Thought kind of comes from something called religious science, which was founded by Ernest Holmes, with a basic tenet of change your thinking, change your mind, change your life. That our thoughts truly do create our realities, for real. And all true spiritual paths and religions do come to this understanding in the end, if you go deep enough with any of them. At the New Thought Center, we support each other having fun and succeeding in life. And another one they say is, if you don't succeed the first time, find out if the loser gets anything. Okay. And Tiare, could you bless us with some more of that healing sound?
Just dropping into the body and the breath.
Thank you so much. That was so peaceful. And now we're going to have a reading from the Science of Mind magazine. Our new member, Don, is going to step up and do that reading for us. If you come on up to the mic here, Don.
Thank you, Stephen.
Dog. That's the trick.
It's good. Thank you. Oh. Hello, my name's Don David Dennerline, but you can call me Donnie. My second visit here, I appreciate the love and support and understanding very, very much. It's much needed in this world today for all of us. Offering you affirmation. It's new to me. It's great. You are the journey. When the mind is clear, the path becomes quiet enough to reveal itself. Young Pueblo. Oh yeah. We must know definitely and consistently that the universe is for us and not against us. Ernest Holmes. Oh yeah. It is fascinating how much of our time in this life we spend waiting for one event or experience to occur. I remember waiting for my college degree, believing that once it arrived, my real work could begin. I remember waiting for the printer to call and say my first book was ready, waiting for one organization out of hundreds to invite me to speak. I recall waiting to meet the right person who would become my partner, waiting for the right moment to welcome a child, waiting for the next opportunity to unfold. I spent years waiting, but only recently did I realize what I actually waited for. It wasn't the degree, the book, the yes, the relationship, or the opportunity. What I was waiting for was me, for my own consciousness to expand, for my inner world to rise to meet the life I said I wanted. Every milestone, every dream I named were simply mirrors, reflecting who I was becoming. From this perspective, the journey is not out there. It is within us, a continual unfolding into the infinite source from which we came. Today, may we honor the quiet truth that we are not waiting for life. We are meeting ourselves moment by moment. And in many ways, we have already arrived. Now, here's an affirmation I will call out, and then afterwards I'll do it in small pieces for you to repeat, please. My journey in life is blessed, filled with abundance and expansion. This journey is continuous, a continuous unfoldment within me. My journey of life is blessed, filled with abundance and expansion. This journey is a continuous unfoldment within me. Aloha, thank you. Thank you, Stephen. I hate speaking in public.
You did a good job.
You did great.
That was like over the top. Excellent delivery. Thank you. Too much noise. Where are we going next? We have a question from our presenter that we're going to ask everybody, and I forgot what it is, but
I remember, I don't know,
I think
can you hear me good? Yes?
I don't,
Yeah?
nobody's here.
It's all the way cranked up too.
Okay.
Europe as loud as it goes.
Well, I have this little one on. Can you hear me or no?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Now you can.
All right, thank you. The question is, when you close your eyes, whether it be to meditate or pray, what color do you see and what's one word that describes how it makes you feel?
what color do you see and how does it make you feel?
When you close your eyes.
That's all right, I'll go first. I see a rose color. Maybe it's just the inside of my island, but it makes me feel calm.
Blue, ahimsa, non-violence. I'm Lopaka.
Good morning, I'm Elisha. Elisha Lelani. And I close my eyes, I see a light. It's like gold spreading out like a marigold blossom. It makes me feel thoroughly fulfilled. Thank you.
I'll take it.
Good morning, my name is Ramona. It kind of depends. When I close my eyes and start to go into meditation on the day, what's been going on in my life. But I know that there is a color that I'm particularly drawn to, and it is green. And it connects for me with Mother Tara, Queen Tara. And the feeling that I get with that has to do with female wisdom energy, serving all beings.
Good morning. My name is Pasha, and purple, deep purple, and I become aware of the beating of my heart. Deanna Blue Bliss.
I'm Shayna. When I close my eyes, I see dark on the top, some yellow on the bottom. I want to see purple. But I feel connection. I'm Pomikai, purple, deep purple. Fills my whole being with peace and knowing.
I'm Lloyd. When I close my eyes, I see blue, and it makes me feel calm.
This is Martha. When I'm really relaxed, I see purple. And when I'm not, I see pale gray. But the purple makes me feel very in touch and relaxed.
We've met. I see black. It means eternity, infinity, the universe, endlessness. But I feel white. White is purity and clarity, warmth, love, and gratuity.
Good morning, my name is Jack. I see either deep purple or blue. The deep purple is warmth, and the blue is either clarity or purity.
I'm Kathy, and I see brilliant white, and through the center, there's always rising purple. I mean, deep purple, and it gives me hope.
Good morning, I'm Cindy, and I don't know if I see a specific color, but I'm very conscious of breath and of breath of life.
Tiare.
I'm Terry. Like almost everybody here, I see purple, and it makes me feel expansive.
I'm Shelva, and
Gosh, I don't think I really see any colors when I close my eyes, just a feeling of peace.
I'm Margie, and I see white with tinges of different colors, and that makes me calm.
Don't be shy. I'm Randy, and I pretty much see Deep Purple, which was a rock band back in the day. But so it's kind of warm and fuzzy and nice and good, and maybe a little psychedelic in there. Just a little bit.
Karen, and I thought I felt like I sort of saw yellow, and it feels like it's warm and light.
I'm Jeanette. It depends when I'm sitting to meditate, I see purple and I feel connected, peaceful, and expansive. Good morning, I'm Nance, and today it was color rose, and the feeling is compassion.
I'm Candy. I don't know that I see colors so much. It's more like speckles and movement of speckles, sort of grayish and white radiating. It makes me feel like all things are connected and moving and changing, and yeah.
Hi, my name is Barca, and when I close my eyes, I don't see so good. And I feel relaxed.
Good morning. My name is Reagan, and I don't particularly look for anything. Mostly, but when I do look for the blue bindu in there, and for me, that's mystery.
Hi, I'm Jan, and I was seeing mauve and orange, and it was warmth and oneness with all beings.
I think we missed a couple.
Dawn. Behind you.
Way back.
Aloha, I'm Don, and I see warm colors, red, yellow, orange, and it just makes me feel warm and centered.
Is that everybody?
Thank you, Ramona. Now, I believe it's Ordinaries and Miracles. And my name's Stephen. And the first miracle is we started on time today. And the sound system's working pretty good, and the streaming's all working. Hallelujah. Are there anybody else like to share a miracle? It's just like something good happens and unexpected.
It's just something really simple, but I kind of got a block about all the electronic stuff in my house because I've never really had to deal with it before. And I kind of didn't really want to think about it. I thought I'll have to get somebody in to kind of figure out where all the internet stuff goes and how the router goes, when I have to move it over that way, And I just thought, okay, just slow down and kind of like just look at what's plugged in, maybe take a few photos, look at everything and just, chill. And I kind of just started looking at everything and I was like, oh, I can do this. And so it felt good. It felt like, yeah, I can do this. I can just, get it done. And I don't have to kind of have this block there, about it. So it felt really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been to the Aloha Theater. I went yesterday to see a little girl perform.
You're really good there. Just
Thank you.
now come forward a little bit. Right there.
There you go.
Now hop up and down.
And that brings to mind the children that I saw performing yesterday. The girl that I went to see was acting as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, and there were some of the children that I had known since they were 2 and 3. It was so cute, adorable, and very, very, talent coming out. But to have that kind of a venue for children to develop, so beautiful. You should go, Aloha Theater.
Thank you. Anybody else? Don, come on up. Turn the volume.
I've got you.
Okay.
I've gone from being incredibly shy to hogging the spotlight. Forgive me. Miracles. These are difficult times on many levels for all of us. And to endure, process, and have hope, I've become really good at compartmentalizing. There's some really vicious stuff out there that you have to look at and consider from different perspectives, and then you fold the box up and you put it in the back of your head, and you go on with the joy and the beauty and the love in your life. Because whatever it is, and I've got spirit flowing through me right now, these external factors will not take the joy and the love from me. It's critical for all of us to coalesce around each other and support each other. The miracle I offer is a calling. It chokes me up a little bit. Happens a lot in my life. We're watching loved ones in relationships breaking up, I think in part because of these external factors. The third one came to our attention last week, and we're dealing with heartache and healing. The newest one is my youngest niece, my favorite, in Colorado. Really difficult upbringing for the 4 children, parents who were violent alcoholics and incredibly adulterers. And I was around a fair amount to help the kids. And they're all adults now, and they've done pretty well. I'm real proud of them. Mariah, I helped her through college, has become Director of Operations for the Animal Friend Alliance in Northern Colorado. It's a huge operation dealing with animals on all levels. We've got 2 veterinary clinics. It has really grown, and she's number 2, and I'm so proud of her. Her relationship has crumbled now, and she has to deal with this, and I'm trying to help her. I love both of them. They're really great people. It's just what life does sometimes, and you have to go your own way. The president of the Animal Friend Alliance contacted us. They're showing love to Mariah. They asked for contributions. There's a new clinic being built, and I believe they want to name it. I don't know what the contributions are for, but it's exceeded what they thought they could get. It's $10,000 already. And I contacted Sarah and said, please let us know. My husband and I, we want to stuff. We want to fly out there and surprise her in her time of need. We're flying out week after next. So she doesn't know we're coming. And we had a falling out 2 years ago over some family matters. She's a very high-spirited woman. I admire her, but her spirit bit me. And I forgive her. We haven't talked much for 2 years. And I was called to go and see her when she needs me. I told Sarah, who's organizing this, they're going to a little Mexican restaurant, Mariah's favorite. Mariah thinks it's just going to be Sarah and another woman from the organization. And I can feel, I'm an empath, it's going to be at least 25 people. And I asked Sarah, keep 2 seats empty, because I don't want to steal the thunder. And let Mariah come in and let the love flow. And then Keith and I will walk in and sit in those 2 empty seats. And the power of this connection, reconnection, is what I think it's incredibly important to focus on in this life. And all of this other noise is irrelevant. No, it's not irrelevant, it's relevant. But just focus on the good stuff. And next time I come back, I'll have a wonderful memory to share with you all. Thank you very much.
Thanks for sharing. Very vulnerable. I agree. So, all the teachings say, look past the appearances. And it's attachment. Got time for a couple more. Don't go too long, maybe.
I'll keep mine short and sweet, maybe. It's about Ohana. Yesterday, during the Kona low, we had a bunch of things in my house blow away and blow over and get wiped out. And one was a big gazebo on the deck that we've had for a couple of years and did music under. And we just thought we were just going to have somebody come take it down, get rid of it, build something new some other day. But family members came and said, hey, you think we maybe can take that and bring it back over the wall and rebuild it all? I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yesterday, Mahina had her 3 sons, and she's got 3 older sons, and her sister's boyfriend came, and some other friends came. And in spite of all of us having like brand new knees, or brand new backs, or brand new hips, or just can't move around, or just don't feel good, in spite of that, somehow that whole thing, the foundation, got put back together. And so today I had to leave because I come here. Anyway, they're putting the roof back on today. So that all came from Ohana. So Ohana does mean family. Lilo and Stitch, and there you go. Just remember that every single day. That's where it's at, and that's the love that you see when you have Ohana. Ohana is everywhere. It's not just your best friends or your family. It's everything around you that you know that helps you, So that's Ohana. Thank you.
It's funny, I was just reading about Ohana and the connection with Stitch for the first time this morning. I never watched it before.
So, following what you were just talking about regarding Ohana, I had a huge life test these past couple weeks in my journey to create a fundraiser that is was going to help raise money for 3 organizations and New Thought also. And it was a big lesson about Ohana, relying on Ohana, a big lesson about trust, which is, synonymous with faith. And partly I was tested in getting the fundraiser organized and put into effect by some health episodes that I had when I was had gotten here to Kona. So managed to get through all of that, and still certain things weren't in place. And finally, I just sat down, meditated, and I said, I can let this go. I don't have to set up this booth. Put all this energy into it. Pasha helped me. And I can just release it. It's okay. I don't have to be attached. And so that was a big, lesson and a wonderful feeling of letting go. And then within, 12 hours, everything came together. And thank you all for helping with that coming together.
Thank you. It's a great share.
It's funny how we don't want to use your voice, but we end up having to use our voice, yeah. So I'm gonna add in some vocal tones. What we're all been going through. Just being in alignment. Aloha kako, ho'omau kako, makau kau kako, ikaika kako, elehu kako, hau'oli kako, malama kako, e pono kako, he pono kako.
Thank you, Tiare. I loved it. The chanting was great. And now, finally, I get to introduce Tiare, Mom. And this is a new introduction. Tiare Lung is a native Hawaiian intuitive energy healer working with sound and vibration using angelic and cosmic frequencies. She is also a licensed massage therapist specializing in Lomi and Lomi Elite. Elite, is that how you say that? Sacred hot stones massage, which she learned in Makawahu, Maui, from Kumu Jena Neila'i. Naua'i. Slow learner in pronouncing Hawaiian. She is also a spiritual conference and retreat facilitator and host specializing in women's empowerment and grief and loss. Tiare learned how to work with energy and vibration at a young age from her father while attending various mind, body, and spirit expos and working with crystals. She is part Native Hawaiian with ancestors also from China, Portugal, Spain, and Scotland. Quite a mix. She was born in Encino, California, and grew up on the island of Oahu. She graduated from the Kamehameha, just Kamehameha. Okay, I was wearing my glasses. Schools in 1991, attended the University of Arizona in Tucson. She's also lived in northern Michigan and Henderson, Nevada. And remember, her topic today is returning to the I am consciousness of light. And I believe that the light itself is the consciousness. So please welcome Tiare.
Thank you, Mahalo. I'm actually gonna stand up because I've been sitting for the bowl. So if you feel like you need to move some energy too, feel free to, I'm a massage therapist too, so I like to move the energy around, especially when I'm feeling it in neck and shoulders, right? We carry a lot of tension, so just, I love seeing everyone smile, but I hope you can hear me okay. So just feeling the love and the light of the vision that you saw when you close your eyes, right? The colors. And I loved seeing all of the different colors. Rose, because you were sitting next to me, like rose and pink was like right there in my face. But just seeing and feeling everyone's so different because we're each unique. We're unique to our divine blueprint. And I guess I'll go into my story first. And I know there's no right order. It's all, even though I write things down, I know it's not going to go exactly how it is, right? And like Donnie had said, I just met him today. I just love all the colors that's coming from him and how he doesn't like to speak, right? I don't think many of us like to speak, want to speak, right, in front of people, but we do it to shine our light and to help others do the same, regardless of the discomfort. And that's what we're moving through right now is the discomfort of the newness, the uncertainty, this new version, this new earth, all the new, right? And really it's just connecting with our soul, right? Who we are, who we're born to be, and just connecting and tapping into that. And for me, personally, I've been here only for 2.5 years here on the Big Island. I'm from Oahu, originally born in California, like Stephen had said, but my journey here started when my mom passed away, and we're really close. And she's always with me. And gold, her light is gold. Like I can see her. She's like all this golden light will be in front of me just when I feel her. I can smell her, right? And she's always there with me. So I see a lot of gold colors, but I didn't tap into that part until I moved here, right? Just being nurtured, this Aina, this land, especially the Big Island of Hawaii, as you all know, is very healing and nurturing. Many people move here by themselves. I don't know why I'm coming here. I'm just being called to be here, and boom, you become this person. You tap into that source, tap into that divine essence of you, and Tutupele and the ancestors, whether you're indigenous here or not, whether you've had past lives here, relatives, family, friends here, there's a connection here to this island of Hawaii. And I was called to Pu'uhonua almost immediately when I moved here. Pu'uhonua now. I'm like, I don't know why I'm going there. I'm just being called. I've been there before. I'm going there by myself. I'm being called to be there. And so I go to Hunau now, and I go around the corner where the brick wall is, and I just start singing and chanting, and I just start crying, and I'm just feeling all this massive love. Next thing you know, Jamie's contacting me, and we met through another group to come here to do it. The first time I was here, it was almost 2 years ago already. Time just flies, and I see a picture of Hale Mokua, and I ended up having a few of the things that were given away at the Western Estate. I ended up acquiring a few things that I did not expect. And I see the picture of at Honam now, and of course, after reading the Book of Light, the Bowl of Light, that's where one of his favorite places to go. And then the connection, I felt like he brought me here. When he saw me over there, I'm like calling out, I don't know why I'm here. Please show me the way. And then I end up here. So I love how it's all connected and with Hank and Jill and I'll go over just a few things from the Bowl of Light, but how we're all interconnected. And we're like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened, but there's a blueprint, right? Like this is all supposed to happen in the divine plan, right? If you've read the book, The Grand Ancestral Plan, right? And I won't go too deep into it because you can read it on your own, but just amazed of how life works and the whole web of life. And when we feel like we're drowning in grief or sorrow or loss of a parent, spouse, sibling, pet, even a beloved pet that I had lost a year ago to stomach cancer, out of the blue, just went into surgery to get something out of his belly. Next thing I know, he had tumors. They closed him up and he died. It was like that. And I was just, what? You know, yeah, I just, what? And I ended up getting another puppy a month later. It was something I said I would never do, right? Never, I can't replace this, my boy, my baby. But there's just so much love, right? And then you remember all the beauty, the love that comes with life. And then we return to that, the puvai, the heart. And I love that many of you had mentioned the heart space when you connect to your heart space. So many of you are already connected to that, opening that heart, opening that door to your light, your portal. You are the portal. Each and every one is your own portal, is the portal. We don't have to wait for a certain day, right? We don't have to wait for a certain moment. We can do it at any given moment. So just remember when you tap into those colors, right? When you pray, when you meditate and you tap into you, your essence, your divinity, and your ancestors too, they're with you too, right? Even though the human wants to see and hear and touch, like Mother's Day is like, you know, still for me, but we embrace all the love that was where we came from, who we are, our true divinity. So return to the I am consciousness of light. I am. Our words are so powerful, right? I'm sad, I'm tired, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, and then boom, you immediately feel that way, right? Or the person next to you will feel that way when you say it, right? But I am happy, I'm rejuvenated, I am loved, I am safe, I am here, I am ready. Just switching that mentality to the positive, right? And I know easier said than done. It's so much easier said than done. But just remember, I am light, I am divinity. And write your affirmations down. You know, we know it, we think it, but the power of thought becomes a plan, becomes a project, becomes all that is, right? So even if you write little things, I used to roll my eyes at my mom for writing little things on Post-its, and she had like 100 Post-its all over the place. I'm like, oh my God, you know? And then now look, I'm doing the same thing, right? I have to write everything down. Oh yeah, I remember. Right. I remember this, I remember that. No, you have to write things down. And so yeah, just writing your affirmations and really tuning into the color of your frequency. Your body is constantly emitting light. So these colors that you're seeing is your light body. Not just in this life, every time we come back to this earth, we're the same light, right? Of course, we learn more, like we earn more badges, right? But we're still that same color of light. And quantum coherence. I know quantum is being used a lot more, and to me, I'm not like a super scientific person, but quantum, just that word, when you say that word quantum, reminds us of our multidimensionality. Quantum seems like so far away, or like quantum physics, quantum mechanics, quantum coherence, but really, it's who we are. It's who we are. And heart, it comes back to the heart, back to that portal, that frequency of love. What are you carrying in your heart that needs to be let go, right? When simple words bring tears to our eyes, it's just our human essence, and we embrace it. We don't run from it. We don't suppress it. We don't hide from it. And you notice the more things you do that are uncomfortable start to become comfortable, like second nature. So just embracing that. Back to the pu'uwai, your heart is a transmitter broadcasting light. So go ahead and take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, go ahead and put your hand on your heart. And the color that you saw earlier, does it change when you touch your heart? Does it change? Or maybe to the ones that couldn't see the light, couldn't see any color. Do you see a color now when you touch your heart? Is it green, or is it gold, or is it silver, or is it pink? And then notice, I love how people are starting to smile. It's yes, your heart talks to you. Your heart is you, it's your essence. The heartbeat is the first thing we hear when we come into life, right? The heartbeat of your mother when you're in her womb. That's what we hear, is the heartbeat. So remember how powerful your light in your heart is. We are light in action. DNA is always being activated through dormant codes in your DNA. How is that? How does that happen? Like photosynthesis with plants. You see all the greenery and just like, in the sun. That's what we do, right? And when we get the sunlight, of course, please put your sunblock on, because as a massage therapist, I work with many burnt clients who come in really red, and people don't know the power of the sun, especially here on the Aina, right? So protecting your skin, and then feeling the codes that come through. My favorite is either at sunrise or sunset, right? Right when the sun comes up, or right when the sun sets, whenever your favorite time of day, and we did this last time I was here, when's your favorite time of day, and connecting with the sun, and the light codes, connecting with the water, and the water codes, connecting with the flowers. In the morning when there's a beautiful mist, beautiful dew on the flowers, the flowers have their own frequency. The flowers communicate through us through our frequency. Maybe your mother, your grandmother, your aunt, great-grandmother had a favorite flower. And maybe when you see that flower, smell that flower, it instantly reminds me of someone, right? So just connecting to that frequency of communication with light, with our ancestors, with timelines, with your DNA, things that make up your DNA. If you swim early morning, then how does it make you feel? How does it feel when the waves come up against your ankle and you're walking along the beach? This is all communication. Communication with the Aina, the land, with your skin, with your cells, with your DNA, with your ancestors, with the elementals, with the life, the crabs, with turtles, with the monk seals. Notice how we're all getting really sensitive, right? Especially everything that's going on. Tune into those frequencies versus all the heaviness of what's going on, right, in the news, with politics around the world. When you feel like, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what to do, I need more clarity or purpose, like you're feeling alone when you're feeling heavy, go to those places that bring you joy and connect with the light, not just within you or around you, walking barefoot on the grass, feeling the dew on the grass. All these little things, the things that your little kid, your inner child used to love to do, getting dirty. And I know I mentioned this before, but connecting to that true essence, not just within you, but all that's around you. Everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. And everything, water especially, water, trees, birds. So people love to hear the birds sing, but when you really tune in, birds are codes. They're transmitting and emitting codes, like the bird is right now. Like there's codes. Like literally, some of you may write music, may write notes. Some of you play the flute or play the piano. Was it Mozart or Beethoven? I'm sorry, I'm not a piano player, but I know they used to listen to the birds and write the notes, write the songs. They would hear the birds, and the birds are frequencies, right? So tuning into that energy. And you'll be surprised once you start doing it. When you start scribbling, perhaps you doodle and you write things, and the next thing you know, you're going, like a lot of times those are codes, right? They're codes, they're symbols. It could be a whole song, there could be pages of songs, right? So really tune into those frequencies of light, thoughts, right? So energy, frequency, and vibration. And that's what I work with too with the bowls. Maybe you do Reiki or you work with tuning forks. Maybe you're wanting to go back to singing or using your voice. All of that. Energy, frequency, vibration, so thoughts, right? Notice how many thoughts we have. It's like thousands and thousands. I don't remember the exact number offhand, but we have so many thoughts per day, right? Even at night, some people can't go to sleep. I can't go to sleep. I have too much on my mind, right? So you're still downloading, uploading all these thoughts. Write them down, right? Especially if they're repetitive, right? And you can't sleep because you can't get this thought out of your mind. That's energy. That's frequency. That's vibration. Do something with it. It's there for a reason. It's not there to bring you down or stress you out. It is there to help you. Your higher self is there helping you, trying to help you. So it's wanting you to move that energy, move those frequencies of vibrations through writing, through talking, whether it be post-it notes, if you want to record your voice on a voice memo on your phone, it needs to move. The energy needs to move. That's why you can't sleep. And it's trying to bring something out of you. Maybe you need to start painting again, or coloring again, or just moving things around the house or getting rid of stuff, right? Maybe taking old pictures down that don't resonate anymore and putting up new art. Things need to move, the energy needs to move. That's why we can sometimes get sad or depressed, because it hasn't moved in a while, or we're hanging on to old stuff. Not talking about experience. When you're hanging on to old stuff that belong to your mother, your grandmother, it's okay to have them. Not all of it, right? I don't want to keep all of her stuff, but to have it all out, maybe you just need to move it around a bit, right? Put some new stuff in there. So it's like we know all this stuff. We just need to be reminded, connecting to that essence, relationships, money, right? When you have that thought, oh, I don't have enough money, you're always operating from a place of lack versus abundance. And then you picture the thoughts, the color of money. Picturing a beautiful $50 bill, beautiful $100 bill. What color is it? What colors are around it? And connect to that from the heart space, right? Connecting to the frequency. Relationships, right? If a relationship doesn't feel good anymore, do we need to hang on to it? If you're trying to manifest a relationship, what is it that I'm trying to call in? It's an energy, it's a frequency, it's a vibration. Calling into the people that resonate with you, that are on the same frequency and vibration. That's why we're all here, right? That energy. So connecting. And when I talk about it, I always say this spark. And I know my mom loved golden sparklies, but I always say golden sparkles, like connection, a connection of that well of life, that energy, that frequency, that unity. So vibrate at the frequency of love versus fear. And it's so much easier said than done, right? So much so love. And that's connecting with the love and the laughter of people who've passed, of relationships that are no longer. There were moments of joy. There are lots of moments of joy. Connect with that, right? And love and embrace all of that. Vibrating at the frequency of light. So now that I've helped you see the colors of light, do you see it moving around you? And this too helps you to connect with your own vibration. When you have certain thoughts, do your colors change? Does your mood change? Does your body drop? Right? Do you lean on one side versus the other side? Right? Just notice what your body does. How many of us, when you think of deadlines, right? You have something to do, right? Immediately your shoulders go up. You start to stress out even when you're driving, you hurry, right? Like so many people that I work on, their neck and shoulders. Which side is mostly tighter than the other? The left side, connected to the heart, right? So much the scapula, the chest, the shoulders, connected to the heart, because people are still holding on to stuff. Anger, fear, frustration. Doesn't have to be people, could be job situations, maybe a living situation, right? So just connecting to that mentality of color, light, vibration, frequency, and how it affects your mood, right? How your mood affects others, how others' mood affects yours. This is all vibration. frequency, and energy. What frequency am I broadcasting? When you wake up in the morning, what's your immediate feeling? Is your heart heavy because you miss your mom? I'm talking from experience. A lot of times I'm heavy. So I'm like, another day without, so and so. Or do you feel light? Are you heavy because you're missing someone that's on another island or another state? Send them love them, call them if you need to. Energetically, we don't always have to be together in person to send them love, right? So remember that you have the power to energetically send someone love. You don't have to be there and not to carry that guilt. If you're not able to go to a funeral or a wedding or graduation because of whatever, don't carry that guilt. Send them love. Send them whatever you can and send them that frequency because we're always connected. We're always connected. And just to remember. And the color is so important to me. That's why, Dottie, I loved your shirt when I first saw, I love your shirt. But the importance of color, especially if you feel like you can't see color, maybe it's because it's still kind of gray or black. And black is not bad. Black is actually like 0 point, and I want to say like quantum 0 point, the point of creation. That's where we are before we're born. And that's where we go after we transition into the pole, as the Hawaiians say. Pole is night, which is when all the critters come out, but we still connect with them, even though it's pole, it's the night, it's the darkness, and that's where creation came from. And so maybe that's where what you're seeing. If you don't see any colors, maybe you're in that 0 point. Right? That gray, dark, fuzzy area, which isn't bad at all. It's because you're trying to create, you're about to rebirth yourself into this new person, into a new project, into a new life. Even though it's uncomfortable, it's exciting at the same time to embrace that. That's why I love to have you envision the color that you see. And the power of the voice. Where funny you mentioned that. Both of my parents in high school, they also went to Kamehameha schools, class of 61, and they were in the concert league. So they could sing. My sister was class of 81, she played the guitar, she could sing. So me, I came along in 91, and I'm like, oh, I love to sing to myself, and I did not like to speak in front of people. That was my least favorite. Until my speech class came along, and we had a debate project. And I got up and I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. You just get to talk about what you love, right? And I think at the time it was like pro-gun control, anti-gun control. So this was back in the 80s. And the more you do something that you're comfortable, but you know it's calling you, the more you step into your higher self, into your purpose. So I know many people are still continuing to work through the throat chakra. And I've been playing the throat and the heart chakra a lot, bowls, because a lot of us they're connected, are still working through that. So work with the frequency of blue. And when I do meditations, guided meditations, when I do the bowls, I connect with the blue, sapphire blue, and turquoise blue colors. If you feel like you're trying to get through throat chakra issues, whether it's being expression, trying to express something, maybe there's something left unsaid to someone you love, or maybe you just want to express to people to help you create more, connected to the heart. Or maybe you want to write more. Maybe you used to write a lot and now you don't. So maybe you need to pick that up again and open the heart, open the throat. So that's such a strong frequency, the throat and the heart especially. All right, I'm going to take a deep breath, inhale in and out, connecting to the pu'uvai. And now we're going to go to the bowl of light. So pu'uvai, uhane. This book to me, written by Hank Wesselman. I know many of you know the book already, and about ancestral wisdom from Hawaiian shaman, about Kalimakua. Jill Kaikinal's in there a little bit, but it's mostly about the two men and their relationship. And I hosted a retreat, my first retreat last summer in Hilo, and the ones who had pre-registered got a copy of the Bowl of Light. And we cover so much, whether it be in workshops, retreats, in daily life. people have like, I don't have time to read. Well, little by little, what this book helps me to do and others is to integrate, to understand and integrate. For me, what led me here to the Big Island, I mean, I already knew, but I wanted to see it, hear it, read it, someone to tell me, right? But Hollywood Pool also lived on Oahu. And when I used to go see Pele when I first moved here. I mean, I still go, but not as often. Like in the middle of the night, she's going up, I was called to go see her. Just by myself, I'd get up, drive 2.5 hours to go to Hilo or go to the volcano, and I'd sit on the edge, not the edge, but I'd pick different spots, and I always felt like there was a tall man standing behind me, and I would look, and I'm like, I could feel him, and I look, but I can't, my human can't see him, but I could feel him, and I'm trying to feel, okay, is that my grandfather, is that a great-grandfather, is that King Kamehameha, who is this? And then anyway, one of the spots is where Holly McCoy used to go all the time. And so I know there's more than one man that shows up, and I know that the urge is there, but what urges you, or who urges you, kind of pushes you, okay, I know you don't want to do something, but yet they're urging you, they're pushing you. Whether you have a speaking person, whether you have artwork, whether you have stories to tell, you need to write a book. You need to write a book about your life, and people are gonna, when they read it, what is your passion that you can share with your community? So Uhane is the spirit, the soul, the higher self, or a ghost, or another term for the conscious mind. I love how spirit and conscious mind are intertwined, so they're the same, right? And the intellect, the higher mental soul, or lono healer aspect of self. So I'm going to tune into page 180, 179 and 180, and this is what connected me to this book. And there's so many layers. Like if you haven't read it already, please read The Bowl of Light. There's so many layers. I had to take it little by little because I had to read in the process. It's not something you can just read straight there and then absorb it. So it's a lot for me. Anyway, so one of the passages that he wrote, this is Halemakua. He's quoting Halemakua, Hank is. As we have said before, Tiare, the source, or as some call it, the great central sun, doesn't create. It emanates. And it does so all the time. It emanates through its manifestation of free will and through its force of aloha, called logos by some. The aloha, this logos in turn uses light to design and physically manifest the vast universes of space and time. In doing so, the continual emanations of the source step down through the spiritual hierarchy, through which the creative force, Kane Wahine, manifests the endless galaxies. I love how it's Kane Wahine, right? Manifests the endless galaxies composed of countless numbers of lesser yet still central suns. We have more than one sun, right? People see the sun, oh, there's the sun. But we have central sun, the great grand central sun, and many other suns throughout the planets. Almost like, I don't want to say each planet has their own sun, but almost like that. And then the endless galaxies composed of countless numbers of lesser yet still central suns, each of which in turn becomes the co-creator of its own system. So when you think about it, it's kind of like us, right? When we split ourselves into the different timelines, right? And I don't want to get into the parallel timelines because it can get confusing, but imagine all the different versions of you, right? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You're like, oh my God, it's a lot of people. Well, they're all versions of you, right? That still live within you, that are still here to teach you experiences, and then some are ready to let go. Okay, thank you, I love you, but we're done with that lesson, right? So just remembering, the wonder of it all is that each star, each sun, this is Makua, is a fragment, an emanation, an aspect of Tiare, the great, singular, and infinite originator, that contains within itself the essence of intelligent infinity. So I'll stop there because there's more, but I just wanted to focus on intelligence, infinity, light language. Okay, so in the song I just did, I said pono kapo, which is being pono. Okay, so say the word pono.
Pono.
Say pono kapo.
Pono kapo.
Oh, how does that make you feel when you say that? Just the word pono. Pono. Okay, say it again. Pono kapo.
Pono kapo.
Oh, and see how when you say it again, you feel it better, right? And then the inner child is like, oh, I remember this. You know how we used to sing in groups as we used to love. As kids, we couldn't be quiet, right? We just wanted to sing and talk all the time. Especially when we were like, hey, little guy, you want to see this guy? You know, we used to talk all the time. But somewhere along our life, we stopped. We were like, oh, right? So one more time, e pono kako. E pono kako. And I'm just gonna go through a little bit more of voices and before I finish. Okay, so so go ahead and say and notice if you see any colors that are coming out, right? Does your heart change color? Does your breath change color? Okay, take a deep breath, exhale. And then change it to E, the letter E, E. Okay, say E. And so how your body changes, right? Because the color changes. Does your throat start to relax? Does your face start to relax? Does your shoulders start to drop? Do you feel more present in your body? Okay, so let's go E, the letter I is E, go E. And notice if the color changes, right? Or is anything changing in your voice, in your throat, in your heart? Maybe you're still not seeing any colors. Maybe you're seeing like sparkles. Maybe you're not seeing much of anything because you're feeling, right? So feel into it, right? O, the letter O. Here we go. O. Now some people dropped into that, right? That felt more masculine, right? More grounding, more connected to the earth, right? Do it again. O. And then even like in an inner child, like maybe you're seeing Cheerios, or maybe you're seeing those full smoke rings, right, that are coming out, you know, what do you visualize? You know, and connect to that. Connect with the light, the colors, the frequency, the vibration. Okay, one more letter, U, the letter U, U, okay? Deep breath in, exhale. Ooh, I like how that was very subtle, how I brought more peace. Notice how different letters bring different energies. U brings peace, right? And then like more of the belly, like more gratification in the belly, contentment. So notice all these little things, right? The colors, the feeling, the vibration, the thought, the energy that comes from you, from your sound, from your breath. Okay, so we're almost done. We'll do all together. A, E, I, O, U. Okay, here we go. A, E, I, O, U. I love how people are like thinking, like, oh, what colors are I saying? They're thinking, feeling, and just kind of release and relax into it. Yeah, so try not to overthink it, but feel into those different frequencies. Okay, we'll do it all together one more time. Okay. I, E, O. And I love how the birds are like changing their frequency too. But play with that. Play with those codes. Their codes, their sounds, their vibrations, and what other sounds want to come through when you're singing in the garden, when you're cooking, when you're making things, or different sounds, or different tone, or different syllables, la 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 la, you know, that's all frequency, vibration. and then write them down. You could be channeling. Channeling is recreating a song that's coming from your grandmother, as she used to sing. Maybe she wrote something. Maybe I just got chicken skin because there's like many of you who are like have songs that I want to share. I want you to remember I wrote this song when I was 15 and I want to pass it on to my great great granddaughter. I want you to remember this. So now you're all of a sudden you're and you're writing, but even the language of light language comes from the central source, central sun, from the planets. And just all of that is combined. Just different sounds, different like where you're connecting with the elements, the menahuni, the fairies, all the different beautiful elementals, even the wind, kamakani, will sing to you. So just to connect with all the beautiful things. So one more time, take a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Color is your light. Tune into your light. Tune into your breath. Tune into your light. Mahalo.
Well, that was amazing. Thank you. I love the putting together all the sounds at the end. I should practice that. And now's a chance to give back a little bit to the New Thought Center Hawaii and try to remember that you truly are only giving to yourself because you are everything. Is anybody ready? Skip anybody, we'll come back. Thank you all so much. If we missed anybody, you always have a chance to come up and make a donation. We also appreciate any kind of karma energy or work karma that anybody would like to donate, like for instance, staying up and help cleaning up after the potluck today. We're gonna, and we truly bless this bowl of energy, a bowl of light to make the world a better place by sharing. Coming up at New Thought Center of Hawaii, Sunday services at 10. Always in person at the center and by live stream. Free child care, but please make reservations by the Friday before. Coming up the next 3 Sundays, Star Joyce on May 3rd. So her topic is Elaine, Cultivating the Sacred Flame, with music by Dick Franklin. On 5/10 will be our own Leah Sorghum Bloom. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. That's in this. How Many Mothers, with music by Doug Kinner. That's on 5/10. On 5/17, Lori Brownlee, Program and Music, Message from the Soul, Understanding One's Spiritual Path for Wholeness and Healing. Then we have weekly classes here on Illinois, and Mondays, 4:30 to 5:30 with Jen Ann Wong, Tai Chi and Qigong, all levels, $15 per class. And then from 4 to 4:30, he teaches long form for advanced students. It's only $10. Monthly events, end of the month potluck today on Illinois, right after service. Everybody's welcome to share. We have crystal ball meditation on every second Sunday from 9 to 9:30. Next one will be on May 10th. Special events coming up on May 16th, Anna Gencel, Community Drumming and Sacred Garden Journey Circle, 9:30 a.m. to 12 in the Hanua room behind us for $20 to $40 sliding scale. That's on Saturday, May 16th. We invite you to take, if you have time, talent, or skill to share, consider volunteering for the New Thought Center. Sign-up sheet on table near the entry to the lanai. We have some special needs, website-related skills, painting, carpentry, lay making, and I would say at this point, we really need technical help if anybody's pretty up to date on the digital world. And you can submit prayer request to the New Thought Center prayer team. Written request can be put in the wooden box on Sundays, or you can email request in at other times. You should have the permission of the person that you would like to have prayed for before you make a request for someone other than yourself. If you want to sign the guest book to receive a weekly newsletter, or sign up via the website, which is www.centerofhawaii.com. And one last special announcement for today, if possible, please come up and do that.
Thank you. I've been waiting since February for this moment. Let's see. Could you put it on so I got
Let me ask you from the speaker.
Okay, so on February 22nd, we recognized new members, including Don Dennerly, AKA Donnie. But there wasn't the right situation where both the certificate was here and Donnie was here until this moment. So please come forward, Donnie. One more time. No, you won't feel funny when you do it in the future. So we're so happy that you made that decision.
My pleasure. I'll frame this.
Aw.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome to full membership in New Thought Center, being a co-creator. Also, I was noticing that I think maybe Tiare has some announcements. There's some things she put on the end of the table that maybe can you tell us about?
Oh, yes, thank you. I am also hosting a Mother's Day retreat on Oahu. If you're gonna come to Oahu, it'll be at Turtle Bay, but it's for women who have lost either a mother, a child, a spouse, sibling, beloved pet, and about feminine empowerment, divine women rising. There's flyers there. There's a Kama'aina scholarship rate too if you want to just come for the day, if you have a place to stay already on Oahu and you want to just come to the workshops. We're going to Kukani local birthstones as well, which is a sacred spot in Wahiawa on Oahu, and you need special escorted access. This is where royalty was born, and then they went, so many women gave birth at this special place, and if you want, you can donate to plant a tree in honor of a beloved one who has passed. And then also my information, what I do with energy work, with healing, and just come talk story with me. I have my information there, so thank you.
Thank you, Tiare. It was great
Can I make one cookie?
having you today. Okay, I was about to
Cookie.
announce it's a miracle we're finishing on time. So.
I'm sorry, I was so absorbed in the vibration, I forgot. So a lot of you know that my daughter dances ballet, and they have a new performance coming up May 23rd. The tickets are now available at Kahilu Theater for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And my daughter gets to be a dwarf, but she gets to be a few other things too, so it should be fun. I just got to see a preview of it yesterday when they did a little outreach, which is volunteer things. They go to different places, like the Keiki Museum was yesterday. They're gonna go to Life Care Center, and they go to Regency, yeah, thank you. And do little mini performances to share with it people that can't get out and about, and just let them know what's happening in the world. Anyway, it's a lot of fun, and I encourage you to all get your tickets and come.
Thank you. It's good to know. Well, we almost finished on time, so still a miracle. So we could all stand up now and join hands and sing Hawaii.
E Hawaii e kuone hanawe, kuhone kula ivine, olino awina pono laniro. E Hawaii, aloha e haoli na Kio o Hawaii Olie, olie, maina ahe makani e pamaine. Mau ke aloha, aloha Hawaii. E haoli na o Kio o Hawaii olie, olie, maina ahe makani e pamaine. Mau ke aloha, aloha Hawaii. Mau ke aloha, aloha Hawaii.
Because some people, they write things in the chat, and I think they want the speaker.
Oh, Jamie's in there. Oh, Jean. Oh, cute.
Hugs from Kohala, Jamie's pet sitting up there.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. Wonderful service, mahalo. Mahalo, I am healing. Looking forward to seeing you all when I return from California. All right.
All right.
It goes away after the computer gets turned off. So
Sorry, yeah.
Actually, I was showing Tiare. Goodbye, friends. Okay. End stream. Steven, you did it somehow or other. Where did he go? Gotta congratulate him.